Hey, how's it going guys? Phil here, and this is a review of the Blink Video Doorbell with Sync Module 2. Thank you to Best Buy for sending me this product for free to try. In the box, you'll receive the Blink Sync Module 2, the Video Doorbell Unit, a wall mounting plate with 2 screws for wired installation, 2 packs of mounting screws, 2 AA Lithium batteries, an angle wedge and microUSB power cable, a camera release tool, and a wall power adapter for the sync module. There's also a quick start guide with safety information, but note that it doesn't actually have any setup instructions. The steps for setup are printed on the inside flap of the retail box, so I'll walk you through how I set up my unit. If you want to use the doorbell with your existing wired doorbell chime, you'll need to verify that your doorbell transformer meets the following requirements: 16 to 24 VAC, 10 VA to 40 VA, and frequency from 50 to 60 Hz. There's also a graphic on this film demonstrating the use of the removal tool. First, you'll need to download the latest Blink app to a mobile device, then register for an account with Blink. Connect the USB cable to the Sync 2 module and plug it into an outlet using the included power adapter. A blue LED will illuminate next to the Wi-Fi symbol and start flashing with a green LED next to the power symbol when it's ready for setup. In the app, choose Add Device and select Blink Wireless Camera System. If you want the app to read the QR code on the back of the module, you'll have to grant access to your device's camera. Then scan the QR code or enter the serial number manually. Since this is a new sync module, you need to give it a name, and I'll call mine Home Blink. Confirm that the blue light is still blinking and tap Discover Device. It'll let you know the name of the Wi-Fi network you should select in the next step, which appears at the bottom of the screen after a few moments. Now select your home's Wi-Fi network name and enter the password, then tap Join. It may take over a minute to connect, as it did for me, but when successful, the Wi-Fi light will turn a solid blue and you'll see a confirmation in the app. Next, you'll want to insert the batteries into the back of the Blink doorbell camera. The LED around the button will flash red when ready for pairing, and you can tap the plus in the upper right-hand corner of the app to add another device. This time, tap Blink Video Doorbell. Again, you can scan the QR code on the back of the unit or enter the serial number manually. In order to use the Sync 2 module we set up earlier, you'll need to choose the system name we just created for it under Existing System. Confirm that the LED is still blinking red and press Continue. This process may take a few minutes if it needs to download a firmware update like mine did. Once complete, you'll see a confirmation screen in the app. In the next few steps, the app will guide you through mounting the Blink to your door frame, which is pretty straightforward. For my installation, I chose to connect the doorbell to my existing doorbell wiring and electric chime. The app will ask you to confirm compatibility of your transformer, and mine fits the specifications. Next, I shut off the breaker supplying power to my doorbell's transformer and removed my old wired doorbell. For my installation, I only needed the wall mount plate, but you can attach the angled wedge if the doorbell is in a corner and you want it to face outward instead. If you need to drill new holes, you can use the included paper template to mark the holes. Next, connect your doorbell wiring to the screws on the back of the mounting plate cover. It doesn't matter which wire goes to which screw. If just using batteries, you can skip this step. Secure the mounting plate to your wall using the included long screws. Then attach the camera unit by lining it up slightly above the back cover and sliding it down while pressing firmly until it latches in place. To release the camera from the mount, insert the pin tool into the slot on the bottom. Move the handle towards the front of the doorbell to lift the catch in the backside, slide the unit upward, and lift it off the back cover. You should not be able to slide the camera up or remove it from the back cover without using the included release tool, making it a little more secure. Now you can turn on the breaker for the doorbell transformer. In the next step, you can indicate whether you have a mechanical or digital chime, for example one that plays a melody, and I have the latter. When I tested it, however, the melody was cut off too early. So in the app, I tapped the second option and adjusted the length. Let's try that again. This time the chime plays all the way through, but there's this weird little beep after the melody is done playing. I adjusted the length shorter and the same thing happened. Unfortunately, it seems that no matter what setting I choose, the chime either cuts off too soon or plays an extra beep at the end, and I think that's because my chime needs to have a diode installed to control the chime length, and unfortunately, that diode can't be installed with the Blink doorbell, so I guess I'll just leave it as is. Let's test the doorbell. When you press the button, it'll make an audible chime sound through its speaker for the person who pressed it. I've also set up push notifications to my phone through the Blink app, and you can hear my wired chime rings as well. In the app, I can select the live view by selecting the video camera icon. What you're hearing now is the audio feed from the doorbell's microphone, which tends to have some noise in it due to digital compression. From the app, you can talk to the person in front of the doorbell by tapping on the microphone icon. And the speaker volume on the doorbell itself is loud and clear, but is adjustable as well.
Hey, how's it going guys? Still here, and this is a review of the Blink Video Doorbell with Sync Module 2.
If you connect the Blink app to your Amazon and Alexa accounts, you can also use Alexa voice controls to access the camera to display the camera feed and play announcements through your Echo devices. I was able to enable voice announcements and select the chime to play through all the Echo speakers in our home when the doorbell button is pressed.
Someone is at the doorbell.
However, you cannot view the Blink's camera video feed in the smartphone or PC app. You must have an Echo Show with a built-in screen. Alexa, show me doorbell.
Okay.
Some features that I liked are the ability to adjust the camera's motion sensitivity, define activity and privacy zones, and customize which notifications the app sends you. One thing about the motion detection feature though is that it's very basic and doesn't distinguish between a person, package, animal, or car. Also, motion detection recording and announcements are only active if the device is in the armed state. But doorbell presses are always recorded regardless of whether or not your system is armed. You can also set the camera to automatically save the footage anytime you access Live View. With photo capture enabled, the camera takes one photo every hour and saves it as a collection of photos in the clip roll. You'll receive a free 30-day subscription to Blink's Plus plan with your purchase, which gives you unlimited live view recording and photo capture, as well as cloud storage and access to recorded footage within the last 60 days. If you don't want to have a monthly cloud subscription though, the Sync 2 module allows you to store video and photos locally to a USB thumb drive plugged directly into the module. And the size can range from 1 GB to 256 GB. The module can also connect to up to 10 different Blink cameras. Just note that your recordings do not automatically loop to write over the oldest footage, so if you do choose to use local storage, you must disconnect and download or delete the files when the drive gets full. With a monthly subscription, the module backs up the footage from the cloud once per day, rather than immediately saving them to the thumb drive. The video footage from the camera is 1080p HD, or 1920 by 1080 pixels. That's when it's set to best quality. And while the image is very crisp and clear, there is somewhat of a fisheye effect distortion due to the 135-degree horizontal and 80-degree vertical wide-angle field of view. When a person is standing at your door, you should be able to see them from the waist up if they're approximately 2 feet away from the camera. In the dark, the night vision infrared footage is okay for illuminating people in front of the doorbell, but if you have a light source in the background, the IR will wash out that area, even when set to low IR intensity. For example, we have an LED string light in our tree on our patio about 8 feet away from the camera, and even though they're not that bright, in the nighttime video, they look like a floodlight. Overall, the video and audio quality of the Blink doorbell camera is decent, and the doorbell integrates easily with other Amazon smart devices. We get notifications on our phones, smart speakers, and can still use our existing doorbell chime. The setup and installation was quick and simple, and the doorbell can be used both wired with permanent power or wirelessly on just battery. Just remember that even when wired, the batteries still need to be installed as backup power, and you'll need to change them when they go flat for the camera to continue working. The ability to store video files locally with the Sync Module 2 is great if you don't want a monthly subscription, but if you want hassle-free recording history, the monthly subscription isn't very expensive. I hope you enjoyed this review. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put a link to the product in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join me next time.